Olley and his friends are taking a trip to the Science Center to learn about one of the most amazing scientists to have ever lived. What was Albert Einstein like as a child? What amazing discoveries did Einstein make? Find out the answers in this episode of Olley Dinosaur. Plus, see if you can spot Olley's stuffed animal hidden in this episode.
Olley, Olley Dinosaur!
And friends!
Albert Einstein. Hello, my friends. We're here at the Dino Springs Science Center to learn about science.
I can't wait to see what we'll discover today, especially if it involves yummy treats.
Oh, Barkley, did you know that yummy treats is also a part of science?
Correct. Science is the study of all things around and within us. We learn by doing experiments and observing what happens from those experiments.
So that means a scientist is someone who does experiments and collects information, like how I try different flavors of soup and decide which one is the most flavorful?
Correct.
Brachiotastic! Hey, look over here. Is that who I think it is?
Tyrann-amazing! This is Albert Einstein, one of the most famous scientists ever.
Albert Einstein was born in Germany in 1879. As a child, he didn't speak until he was 4 years old, or read until he was 9 years old. But that mattered little, as Albert Einstein's genius would one day shape the way we look at our universe. Albert Einstein's father owned a factory that made electrical equipment, and that is where he became interested in science. As he grew older, he studied math and physics in school. He also enjoyed music and played the violin and piano in his spare time. I know that math is the study of numbers, but can you tell me what physics is? Physics is the study of energy and matter. Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space, like this space shuttle, the water in this aquarium, or even the air that we're breathing right now. Albert Einstein worked to be a teacher, but at first he was unable to find a job teaching, so he worked at an office while still doing research. He eventually did become a professor, and his research would become so famous that he would win the Nobel Prize in 1921, one of the greatest awards given. That's stego-rrific. What kind of discoveries did he make? Excellent question. Let's keep moving, and I'll show you. Einstein was famous for the theory of relativity.
A theory is an idea about how something works.
Precisely. It's because of the theory of relativity we have amazing inventions today like lasers, televisions, and even nuclear energy. A famous equation from this theory is E equals mc squared. This tells us that the more mass something has, the more energy it has. Let's take a look at this station. Will you do the honors, Tessa?
I certainly will.
Stego-rrific! The bigger, heavier ball rolled down faster than the smaller, lighter ball. The bigger ball went faster because it has more mass, and so it also has more energy.
I'm guessing this massive brachiosaur has quite a large amount of energy too.
He sure does.
Einstein's theory also tells us that light is the fastest thing in the universe. And what's more interesting, the closer we travel to the speed of light, the more time will slow down. Scientists are still learning more and more based off of Einstein's theories to this very day.
That's brachiotastic, Milo.
It just goes to show that even though Albert Einstein didn't speak or read until he was older, he was a genius waiting to be unleashed, just like the energy in E equals mc squared.
song is all about Albert Einstein.
The world-famous physicist?
Precisely.
What kind of things are we gonna sing about?
Well, let's start from the beginning.
Germany is where he was born. He didn't speak until age 4. His father had a factory. That was the place where he would see. Physics and math would be his thing. Also piano and violin. He was a teacher and a researcher with a Nobel Prize win.
He would devise the theory of relativity in his years.
Energy, mass, and light culminate in E=mc².
Did you know that light is the fastest thing in the universe?
Even faster than me eating dino berry pie?
Way faster.
Brachiotastic!
Back to Albert Einstein. Germany is where he was born. He didn't speak until age 4. His father had a factory. That was the place where he would see. Physics and math would be his thing. Also piano and violin. He was a teacher and a researcher with a Nobel Prize win.
He would devise the theory of relativity in his years.
Energy, mass, and light culminate in E=mc².
Physics and math would be his thing. Also piano and violin. He was a teacher and a researcher with a Nobel Prize win. He was a teacher and a researcher with a Nobel Prize win. And that's Albert Einstein. Wow, friends! I had so much fun learning about Albert Einstein with you today. Albert Einstein sure had a fascinating life. Do you remember what country Albert Einstein was born in? Einstein was born in Germany in 1879. What great prize did Albert Einstein win in 1921? He won the Nobel Prize. Remember, friends, sometimes you may feel like you're not making a big difference, just like Einstein, who didn't speak until he was 4. But there's plenty of opportunity for you to shine if you find your gifts and use them in the best way that only you can. See you next time! Thanks for digging into knowledge with this episode of Olley Dinosaur. Be sure to check out our other videos, with more coming soon. And if you like this episode, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Have a stego-rrific day.